Hello, everyone. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you're watching the GSL Talk Show. Tonight, we're going to be chatting with Brother Dustin, so stay tuned.
Are you looking for a convenient way to stay connected with your church and access inspirational content anytime, anywhere? Introducing the Faith app, the ultimate mobile platform for churches and their members. Join us on this exciting journey as we explore the features and benefits of the Faith app. With the Faith app, members can experience a whole new level of engagement with their church community. From powerful sermons to timely updates, the Faith app has it all. Our powerful video and audio player allows you to watch or listen to church sermons right on your device.
But I'm not the type of girl that goes.
Yeah, it's a miracle, baby.
Just wishing I would have a one night affair.
Welcome back to the GSL Talk Show. I'm here with Mr. Dustin. How you doing?
Nice. I'm great. Also, nice to meet you. And it's a pleasure that I'm here with you.
Yes, sir. It's nice to meet you as well. I know we've had a whole little conversation and back and forth, and I just keep saying your first name wrong. So please bless us with your first name today.
All right. So my names are Dustan Oburusule, right? So kind of a brief about me. I am a Ugandan. I hope you've heard of a country called Uganda. It's in Africa.
I have
Yeah.
heard of it.
All right. So software developer, and I'm bringing forward this topic today, which is a mobile application that we have brought up for churches, right? Right. So currently, you have churches in the world. They have different channels that they use. So they use WhatsApp or maybe Telegram or some other Facebook groups to pass on their notices, their live stream on YouTube or Facebook. Um, they have devotionals, and there are different channels that are being passed. And so we thought of how about we come up with one place, right? One application, and everything is available for the churches in one place, kind of like an all-in-one scenario. And then time comes in, and we realize if you charge for this, not not every church has the finances to pay for maintenance every month. So we're like, you know what? Just build it and then give it out for free. And so just we're here to talk about how it is going to be of good use and help the churches that are in the world, and also all those that are your subscribers who are pastors, members of maybe the people who make decisions in the church and may have thought of having a church app, could have reached out to many developers and may not be able to finance the whole project. Well, the solution is here now. Just come in, register, sign up, or begin to upload your content, and you're good to go. You're good to go, all for free.
Well, that is amazing. I definitely got a chance to take a look at your website and everything. And that was one of the things that did kind of surprise me to see that you're offering this amazing app for free and everything. And so, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna learn more about that and everything. I mean, obviously, you just shared a little bit of your reasonings and whatnot. But I guess first let's get to know you, right? Let's get to know you. You told us you're from Uganda, or you
Yeah,
say you're there now.
I'm there now. I reside in Uganda. And so nowadays it's the world is open. Just
Mm-hmm.
because in Uganda, that means you cannot, the gospel cannot reach out to the world, right? You have pastors who live stream their sermons. Um, the pastor may not be physically present, but he listens to your word, listens to your gospel, and they are impacted by it. So I would say proximity is not a limit anymore. Yeah. So about me, I am from Uganda. Uh, I would say born and raised, lived, traveled a bit outside of the country, but still born in Uganda. And then now it's pretty much God for me to have an impact into the world, right? What are you doing for the gospel? You have, let's say, a podcast and you're sharing the word and you're inviting people to bring in their view of how the word has impacted their lives, how they're spreading the gospel. Some may reach out and they are in mission, they're going to other countries, reaching out to orphans and those in poor affected areas. Well, I'm not able to do all of that, but at least with the skills that God has given me, I'm like, you know what? Let me offer something to the gospel that can be useful to the church, and then, well, whatever blessings come back from there, what is good. Yeah.
That's awesome. I hope that the sound is a little bit better in the recording, because right now it's kind of low. I don't know if there's anything you can adjust on your end just so we can make sure we're hearing you. But yeah, I mean, I think that that's amazing. Again, what you're doing, and how you're allowing God to use you to, yes, reach the world from Uganda and everything like that. It's amazing that you say you're born and raised there. I'm trying to think, have we had a guest from Uganda in particular before? I know we've had, some of the other African countries. I can't remember right now, but you might be
Yeah.
the first Ugandan guest. So, welcome, welcome.
Oh, there's always the first time for everything.
Mm.
Hope the sound is okay.
Yes, yes, the
Yeah.
sound is much better now. Yes.
There's always the first time for
We
everything.
might need to redo it. I mean, well, not redo, but like, you can tell us a little bit more again about the things that you were saying before. But yeah, so I mean, so you've come up with this amazing app, right? And so, tell us about that.
So maybe I can share the screen at some point, and then we walk through it. Right? Let me share my screen.
Oh, let me see. Let me see. I might be able to give you access to do that. Give me 1 second here. Uh, I know we can do it on my end. Let me see. Invite guests. No, that's not it.
I think I can. Let me
Yeah,
yeah,
do
to
you have the?
confirm that you can see.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, awesome. Here we go.
All right. So there are two phases of it. There is the admin side, and then this is the mobile application that the uh, users, the church members will see. So we already have some members, some churches are already onboarded that are already using it from the US.
Mm-hmm.
There's a church of the Nazarene. It's in East Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would
Awesome.
say people have already loved it and they are willing to use the place. So a couple of features that we have, we come in, we give you a way to present all in one place. So you have the events. For example, if you have an upcoming event coming in, like for example, they have the district. Okay, this one maybe assembly for them. Maybe kids camp, right?
Mm,
We have kids camp comes in, they give information about the kids camp. All the members in the church will know about that event. You have audio summons, so you're in a move, you missed the sermon, let's say one of Sunday. Well, it's all in the app. You don't have to say, oh, you guys, I missed something. Let's go to the media team, ask for an MP3 file, put it onto your iPhone, and then go on. No, all is in the app, just upload it. Video sermons, and then we have devotionals. Well, because you want people to continue in the word. So if you give them daily devotionals, they are able to continue on reading the word. Because every day can come with a challenge. So if you wake up in the morning and that devotion of the day has a message for you, it impacts you, and you are good to go, right? You have a section. I'm just going through the features.
that's awesome.
Those who later on, when guys who are willing to onboard can share later. But this is just going through. It's just going through. So another section we realized from one of our clients was they wanted to way to give, right? To give. So
Mm,
you the church, let's say, is in California. For example, these people are in Texas. I do not know if you know this Grand Prairie, Texas, and they have people in Washington, D.C. So to give, simply you go on to the app. We support, currently it's Stripe and PayPal. You go on, give. The church receive everything. Now remember, for us, because we don't charge the churches, we agree that, hey, there is a processing fee that the other platforms will want, the bank, the card processing fee. So there's a provision for the person, the donor, to give the member of the church to be like, okay, you know what, I'm giving $10, but because there's a processing fee of, let's say, $2, I also pay the $2 so that the church gets the 10 and it's used for the operations, right? So prayer requests, because prayer is really important.
Yes.
And if you need help also with your pastor praying for you in that particular situation, hey, send a prayer request and you go in, they pray for you. If you want some following up, well, they get closer. Because you see, it's easier when you have when the pastor just has on his desk, on his laptop, open and just see the list of prayer requests in an organized way. Then there you can easily schedule appointments for you. Okay, here in Africa, it's a bit more okay. It's a bit more, may not be like how in the US is. You can have a line of 1,000 people waiting to meet the pastor. They're serious. They say, "Oh, my marriage is my child is sick. I want to meet the pastor." Or I'm praying for a job, or that. So imagine you have every day a whole queue of people waiting for that. Um, More comes in, we give you the Bible all in one place so that you do not have to. So you're still in the app. You listen to the sermon, watching the sermon, Bible's there, all within the application. All that sorted for you. Now, this is just a brief of it. I can't show all because of the time scenario, but that is on a mobile app site for the the church member.
You know what? That is amazing. Like that is a lot of well, you're hitting a lot of main points, a lot of main features that churches need and use, and somehow you're doing all this for free. So I mean, help me understand, right? I think the people want to know.
All right, all right. So
Well, one, what was the inspiration, right? And then two, how are you able to provide so many amazing resources for the cost?
all right. So of course, I cannot say it. I don't have where to resource because I still have it's like a side project to me. So I have a day job that I do, of course, puts in the money in the pocket, and then I use it for the resources of financing the application.
Wow.
Now, it is free for the church, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the future, there will be ways for us to generate, for us to, of course, have revenue coming in, but without affecting the nature of it being still free. So, as I said, there are those charges that come in. So,
Okay.
so the charge that comes in, the processing fee will get a bit, something small. It's manageable. It's 0.5%.
Yeah.
It's not even 1%. So it's pretty much, if you have even $10, it's not even a dollar. It's like something pennies. But that is what that is what to keep the service moving
Exactly.
onwards. So I've just shown the mobile app side. Let's go on the admin side. That's now the, how do you call it? Admin side. Okay, confirm you can see.
Oh, you have another one for us? Okay, here we go.
Okay, so this is pretty much the website where it's coming. I think I'm just showing it so that people are able to later on come in and look through whatever is there. That to offer. Now, I've just showed people the mobile application, but in case you don't like how it looks like, right? But you still want to use the platform, right? So you're not You may be a well-off church, you have the finances to build a mobile application, but you still want to use our platform because it is too free. Well, we still have a plug and play. So you just tap into our platform and then plug and play your own. You're good to go. But this is more technical, so it requires more developers. All right, so let's go to the dashboard side. So this is how it looks like. So you keep track. You have where you define all the categories of your sermons because you want to organize your sermon in one place. So you define the categories, then you come in and you upload either your audio sermons if you want to.
Mm.
Then this one comes in with your video sermons, right? Video sermons. Devotionals, you just keep on uploading them, and then what you upload there, people will see on the mobile application. Defining events, there are no events here because this is my just account that I use for demoing.
Mm-hmm.
The other chart that we have shown earlier, I can't be in the account, privacy issues. Yes. Your weekly gathering. So if you want to define all your weekly gathering, because some ministries have Monday, we have, let's say, counseling
Mm.
from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. You define it all, and then the application will be seen. Then we have notifications. So these are push notifications. You have, let's say, a change in program, or maybe something you want to push out to the people in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Notification comes in and instantly they'll see it on their phone and they're good to go. Streaming, so this is now where you place your link. So if you have, let's say you have a podcast, the chat had a podcast and it's live. You can just come in and hey, put their link and it's live, people listen, or video link, it's live, people watch. Simple as
Mm.
that. So donations will be where they get to. Now this is where the finance person comes in, look through all their donations, what they have received, who has given reasons, because you have donations for every category. So you may have, say, we are going to reach out to people in, let's say, the fires, the people were gutted by fire in California, and so your church is like, okay, we are going to reach out to those people on the 5th of July. So there's a fund. When you're giving, put a reason for that. So the prayer request is pretty much people come in, you come in and they just look at all the prayer requests that have been sent to you, view them, follow up, and vice versa. Yeah.
Mm.
So the rest are pretty much like that. Yeah. So that
Very
is
nice.
okay. It's
Very nice. Awesome. Well, I mean, it looks like you've done a lot of amazing, great work to build this. And you said even a customizable option for people as well. So
yes.
I mean, at this point, I mean, if you're a church, right, and you're looking for this type of resource, then I mean, I don't see why not at this point. I mean, we all understand about processing fees. Every time we send
Mm,
a PayPal or a Cash App or something, it costs us a little something to send those things. I think very few systems you're able to send funds without it being some extra charge or something like that. And so, um, and honestly, again, with you guys providing it in the way that it's currently being provided, it's like, what do you have to lose, churches? At the end of the day, it seems as if this is an awesome opportunity, especially for maybe small congregations or even large, to be able to stay in the loop. And so God bless you, man. God bless you for even thinking about this, creating it, and now it's out there to the people. So how long have you been have your app been out there?
all right. So the app came to the Play Store, I think, in March. In March. Yeah. So
Did
it's 2 early days.
2025 March?
Yeah. 25 March.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So just been going in, reaching out to churches, and then because when you're still building something, you put some time off to maybe just reach out and then most of the time is on building, and so that comes in to affect your the amount of time you give back to reaching out. But at least uh, I would say it had reached a point whereby I can now just start reaching out, right?
Mm.
And reaching out, ensure that all is when questions come in, I can jump on, recall, reach out to people. But it's too early days. And the thing is, we grow with the churches. So
Mm.
the ones that are on, when they ask for features, we'll be like, okay, I want this, or all right, sit down, they explain to us how they want it, then we add it for them. Because
Mm.
that is the value we need to add on. It's add value. So when people see that value is being added, they'll be like, okay, so now we can stick with this, we can stick on to this point because for starters, it's free for them. Then the value is being added and on and on and on. Yeah,
Wow.
much from it.
Well, that's awesome. And so, do you want to share how many churches have signed up thus far?
Right. So four, that's two, five,
25?
five, five.
Oh, five. Oh, okay.
Yeah, five.
Also, we're in the beginning stage, so you guys can get in
Yeah,
on the ground
the new
floor, as
stage,
they say.
new stage. So for this, it's my target is not to just blast all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
It is even if you have five people, because remember, the church can have 200 members. I hope you see
Mm-hmm.
it. So it's one, 200 members. Two, that's now 400. So you'll see the number. How
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so the value is mainly on the end users, these people now who are going to use the application. Because the church will just give them the content and be
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, now we want to have bulletins. Oh, yes, now it's so the moment you give um, value to them,
Mm-hmm.
to because the current so one of the members, like the ones of Nazarene, so they're looking to integrate it in all the branches. And remember, these guys are worldwide.
Mm.
So imagine now you have the guys in States, and then you got another guys in the UK, and maybe some guys there say in Austria or Australia. So it's like that. Not
Yeah.
in a rush, but at least add value. And then from there, word of mouth comes in for you, and then you grow from there. Yes.
Well, I mean, I definitely see a lot of value in what you have created. I'm over here trying to figure out, can GSL be on there? I don't know. I mean, I know we're just a show and
Mhm.
I guess a YouTube channel and things like that, but you never know. Um,
Mm.
what could be beneficial for a ministry, and so I pray that it goes forth and multiplies and everything. And like I said, God bless you, man, for even creating it and taking your time, your effort, your
Mm.
resources to put together something that can really truly bless around the world, right? And a variety of people. So I'm excited to hear what all you guys continue to do and what all is going to come from. Do you have any ideas or things that you're working on now that it's launched and stuff
Mm.
like that?
Oh yes, there are quite many. So like you see, you wanted to ask if GSL can be online, can be on it. Now,
Mm,
in the future, we plan on having a section for the podcast, just Christian podcasts, right? So
mm,
you're not a church,
mm-hmm,
right? But podcast, and then people would subscribe for it, and then you as GSL,
mm-hmm,
you get a portion of the subscription. So you can see there, you have brought in people who are not uh,
mm-hmm.
ministry themselves, but they are offering value to the church members, the gospel, and your content is impacting life. So hey, on board you there, you're good to go. But that is still a long. It's I would say a further bit, further
Mm-hmm.
bit. But currently, right now, we are moving into supporting more payment processors, more payment. Because people are, you find church in India, so they may not have Stripe, they may not have some countries like in Africa,
Mm.
they don't have all the infrastructure that you have here. Because you will find someone just beginning, so he has 50 members, but at least he needs that donations coming in. And so support, you offer to him a processor that allows him to get dollars maybe from a person viewing from the US, and it hits on his bank account. And that one's, so it's mainly more of the giving part. And then we think about the end users of the application now. How do you want, like, are the church members liking it the most? Yes, but it's, for now it is mainly coming in to accept more of the processors, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then just one more question then before I let you go then. How long have you been working on this project?
I would say so. This idea,
Mm.
yeah, idea is like, it will be 10 years old.
Wow.
But because um, you have the idea, I may not know the know how,
Mm-hmm.
and so you keep, so every year you keep on trying. Then when COVID came in, and we are that now it closed, the COVID closes, there are no
Mm-hmm.
gathering, no churches. So there are churches that may not have come up because there is no more. So you see, they attending. So if you are not attending, there are no people attending, there are no people giving, so those finances, and some are renting hotels, expensive places, and if you can't pay for it, you're kicked out. So I was like, oh, it's something like this happened earlier. Offer the platform, do it online. Now for them, they're not paying, so it's pretty much their part is, we have got the platform, let's now give it out to people. So then I would say last year in July, then I registered. So I said, no, now let's register it in the full company, because you want to register to markets that will ask you for documentation. I registered the company, so sat down, registered it. So she registered in the UK,
Mm.
and then all is good now. So 10 years, I would say the vision is for 10 years, but that shows you won't give up, no matter how long it takes. Yeah.
Exactly. I actually was kind of reflecting on something similar this morning where, I was just thinking about how when we have ideas, sometimes we lose them because we don't just write them down. And like you said, you had this 10-year vision, and here you are today with the fruits of all your labor, and already helping and blessing five churches. And
Mhm.
so, and obviously the sky's the limit, because our God can do whatever you want to do with it and stuff like that. And so, um I'm glad. Thank you for sharing that part. And I think, if there's anything else you would like to share with us before you go, feel free to let us know. I know you showed us your website and stuff like that,
Mhm.
but feel free to share anything. And maybe about your journey, or maybe about this process for you. Maybe how you're feeling now that you have it together and have it out there. Whatever you feel led to share, feel free.
All right. So thank you. I would say the feeling was relief, right? Relief. It's a 10-year vision you're
Mm.
talking about. So for anyone out there, just word of advice, right? So it's never too late, I would say, right? You may think you're getting old onto it and all that, but this vision 10 years ago and how it is right now, the fruit are different. So the things that you had 10 years back, because 10 years back, I did not know I could actually register a business outside my country. But now that that space, that opportunity has come in, I've utilized it. And then I'll say patient comes in, right? Because this is, even God had 7 days to create the world. No matter how, you see how powerful he is, but 7 days. So patient comes in, yeah, and actually I look forward to, I think another time we should organize another one, another session. Yeah, the session that
Yeah.
we just now just come in and listen. I just listen, tell you, oh, this means this church joined in, and they are just loving it. So it be like testimonies,
Mm.
kind of like that. Yeah. But thank you
Awesome.
very much for hosting me.
Of course, no problem, man. Again, like I said, I really do commend you for sticking it out because you could have given up at any point in those 10 years and we
Mm,
wouldn't be sitting here talking today, right? And so, God bless you again. God bless the app. Remind us again the name and how to reach you. Maybe
okay.
there's some more developers that want to add on some. I don't know. You never know what the Lord gonna do. So feel free. Anything else you want to share with us before you go?
All right. So before we go, I would say you just go to Google, type the Faith app. Preferably let the churches, it is the churches first, because the congregation needs to have your content
Mm.
available. So it's churches first. You come in, the details are on the website. There's email address to reach out to. You can, and I'm always available. So when you hit your message, I'll respond. I'll respond. Now, developers, not yet. I would say not yet because it's still not yet big enough to acquire more people. I think after like a year, only can come in there. Still, which are hoping again for another call for this, because this is awesome, really awesome. Yeah.
Yes, sir. No problem. Like I said, you're welcome back anytime.
Yeah.
Wishing I had a one night affair.
Thank you so much for watching the GSL Talk Show. And thank you to Brother Dustin for joining us tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you are a ministry, I don't see any reason for you not to go ahead and check out this app and this opportunity. All right. So check it out. Hopefully, it will bless you. Have a good night.